LPBW Tori and Zach Roloff open up about sad reality for their kids. Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Tori and Zach Roloff became known to audiences through the series Little People, Big World. Through the years, fans have also seen their family grow with 3 children, each having a form of dwarfism. Recently, Zach and Tori opened up about what it's like raising their kids, revolved around the Roloff family. As seen on the show, Zach, as well as his parents, Matt and Amy, each have a form of dwarfism. As the series went on, viewers saw the Roloff kids start families of their own. Zach married Tori Facing back in 2015 on the family farm. The couple have 3 children together. Their first, Jackson Kyle, was born in 2017. The second, Lila Ray, was born in 2019. In 2022, they saw the birth of their 3rd child, Josiah Luke. Like their father, all 3 children have a form of dwarfism. Recently, Tori and Zach talked about their family on their podcast, Raising Heights. A description for the recent episode noted, "The conversation digs into the unique struggles of having children with dwarfism and ways they've seen their parenting techniques work. If you're a parent or hope to be, we know you'll love this episode." As noted by Parade, the couple discussed how the eldest son, Jackson, is into sports. However, they discussed how it is important for him to keep perspective as he gets older. The two talked about how participating with school fitness activities, such as the pacer test. As they noted, kids struggling with dwarfism often have to deal with their classmates of average height can surpass them. Speaking from experience, Zach mentions that he dealt with such feelings himself. However, he bottled that away. Zach felt that he should have shared his feelings with his family and didn't want this repeating in his own family. For her part, Tori shared, "Encourage our kids to do their best, and that's it. Literally, do your best, forget the rest." She also felt that it wasn't healthy for kids to have unrealistic expectations concerning physical activities. Zach noted, "He's going to have to learn to find his own joy and his own competitive spirit. Not always competitive with everyone else, but competitive with himself. The gap between him and his friends is just going to get bigger." Ultimately, Zach reflected, "It's just us managing the situation. Not always correcting, not always lecturing, sometimes just watching and being aware." When it came to parenting, he felt it means a lot of different things. Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff has just debuted a brand new haircut, and the fans don't know what to think of this change. After the Little People, Big World Season 25 finale aired in April 2024, there has been no update on the show's renewal. But that hasn't stopped Roloff from sharing regular updates on his life through social media. And by the looks of it, he is enjoying his time off after almost 20 years of filming the show. Roloff recently took to Instagram to share a photo of himself having a great time at the beach. "Livin' and lovin' life," read the caption. Fans were quick to notice that Roloff was not sporting his signature cropped hair. Instead, he had let his hair grow down to his neck. Many people reacted to Roloff's makeover in the comments and noted that it reflected his carefree approach to life at the moment. Some people noted that Roloff's new haircut made him look like Cody Brown from Sister Wives. Others joked that his fiancée, Karen Chandler, might have made him grow out his hair. But while many fans welcomed the change, some thought that Roloff was having a midlife crisis. Some even went as far as to claim that he was playing a prank on everyone, and that the picture was AI-generated. However, Roloff hasn't responded to any of the reactions to his transformation as of yet. Little People, Big World Season 25 officially marked the end of Zach Roloff and his wife, Tori Roloff's time on the TLC show. Their exit came after ongoing tensions between Zach Roloff and his father, Matt Roloff, about the ownership of their family farm. Since then, fans have been wondering whether the show will be renewed for Season 26. but Matt Roloff is okay with saying goodbye to the cameras. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, the Roloff family patriarch confessed that after nearly 400 episodes of the show, he feels like he has done it all. "The idea of not doing any more TV at all sounds fine by me," he added. During the conversation, Roloff claimed that he did not know whether Little People, Big World would return for season 26. But he expressed that he was happy to have the time to rest and recover from almost 2 decades of non-stop filming. The reality star took the opportunity to share that he was grateful for all the opportunities the show has given him and his family over the years. Roloff added that he didn't know what his life would have been like without the show and the impact his journey has had on the world. Speaking of his family, Roloff admitted that there have been a lot of ups and downs. However, he clarified that they all love each other very much. "Time heals all wounds," he said while hinting at his hope for a reconciliation with Zach Roloff. All seasons of Little People, Big World are available to stream on Hulu. Matt Roloff is rocking a new hairdo, and fans have something to say about it. On Wednesday, January 8, the Little People, Big World star took to Instagram to share a photo of himself sporting a full head of gray and blonde hair that touched his shoulders, a major change-up from his typical short haircut. In the snap, Roloff, 63, smiles at the beach in front of turquoise water, blue skies, palm trees, and sand. He added black text that read, "Lovin' my best life, ha," on top of the image. Like the words he pasted on the photo, the TLC star captioned his post, "Livin' and lovin' life." Roloff's post garnered a mixed reaction from fans. Some said they loved his new look, while others questioned if he was having a midlife crisis and claimed the photo, which only shows the upper half of his body, was created with artificial intelligence. Dozens of comments were also left saying the TV personality's new hairstyle made him look like several celebrities, including British singer Rod Stewart, famed actor Richard Gere, and fellow TLC star Cody Brown, who appears on Sister Wives. Little People, Big World, which focuses on the Roloff family as Matt, his ex-wife Amy Roloff, and their son Zach Roloff all have dwarfism, finished airing their 25th season in April 2024. The show's future remains uncertain as Zach, 34, and his wife, Tori Roloff, 33, announced on their podcast Raising Heights in February 2024 that they would be leaving the long-running series, citing familial tension as one of the reasons. The mother of 3 shared the sad news on Instagram this week, posting a sweet series of black and white pics featuring the late matriarch. In the first image, her grandmother sat in a chair holding Roloff's son, Josiah, who was a baby at the time. Tori's other 2 children, Jackson and Lila, sat at their great-grandmother's feet. The next photo showed Roloff wearing a graduation cap, her grandma smiling proudly beside her, while the third was another photo of her grandmother cradling one of the kids as an infant, who gazed up at her adoringly. As their family grew, Amy and Matt welcomed daughter Molly Roloff in 1993 and son Jacob Roloff in 1997. The farm and its pumpkin patch festivities also bloomed. "He found it. I was pregnant with twin boys. I wasn't focused on land," Amy exclusively told Us Weekly in November 2021 of the acreage. "But we had a very lovely piece of property. I miss that space." Following their split, Amy sold her portion of the land to Matt. Over the years, the TLC personality's love of the farm remained strong, hosting family weddings and serving as the backdrop for their annual fall photo. It even housed Amy and husband Chris Merrick's August 2021 nuptials. Unfortunately, Roloff Farm's expansive property has also caused friction with the family, especially after Matt opted not to sell off part of the land to son Zach in 2021. Instead, the patriarch revealed in May 2022 that he listed 16 acres of the Oregon space for sale, claiming his boys didn't want it. "It's a tiny bit scary but mostly exciting." it's time to move toward the next season of life, Matt wrote via Instagram on May 12, announcing the sale. 3 days later, the San Francisco native further explained his decision to let go of some of the land, claiming, "My ultimate hope was that the entire Roloff Farms property would stay in our family for generations to come." Keeping that dream alive at this point in time was just not meant to be. Matt alleged, "My twin boys decided not to consider working together toward a possible joint sale. Both of them, along with their growing families, had moved on to other interests and investments." Matt alleged, "My twin boys decided not to consider working together toward a possible joint sale. Both of them, along with their growing families, had moved on to other interests and investments." Zach, however, called out his dad via social media in May, claiming that Matt's post about his twin boys not wanting the farm is extremely misguided and false. The father of 3 wrote, "This post is a new shocking low of cowardice and manipulation of his family and kids for his own gain." That same month, Season 23 of Little People Big World premiered on TLC and touched upon the drama between father and son over the land. "Me and my dad talked a lot over the summer about what this would look like," Zach said during the May 17 episode. "My dad definitely was encouraging the conversation. I'm at that point in pregnancy where my maternity clothes don't even fit anymore," the Little People Big World alum, 30, wrote on her Tuesday, March 29, Instagram story. "I just feel giant. I'll see some other girl online post about how big she is and be like, 'Oh my gosh, we're the same size,' and then feel less huge. And then I'll read the rest of her caption only to find out she's pregnant with twins." The reality star, who is already the mother of son Jackson, 4, and daughter Lila, 2, concluded by asking, "Am I done yet? Haha." The TLC personality announced in November 2021 that she and husband Zach Roloff have a rainbow baby on the way after previously suffering a miscarriage earlier that same year. "We are so excited to share some exciting news with you," the expectant star wrote via Instagram at the time. "Baby Roloff will be joining us this spring, and we are so grateful to God for this sweet gift." While sharing her baby bump progress, Tori has been vocal about her changing body ahead of her 3rd child's arrival. "Reminder, growing a human is hard," she captioned a January Instagram story selfie. "Sometimes I struggle with how I look during pregnancy. I'm uncomfortable in regular clothes. But I'm trying hard to love myself through pregnancy because our bodies are insane. Right?" Tori joked at the time that Lila always looks so cute, writing, "That's what counts, isn't it?" The following month, the photographer told her Instagram followers that her body positivity has been better this go-around due to her prior pregnancy loss. An update on Zach and Tori Roloff's lives since leaving Little People Big World. TLC stars Zach Roloff and his wife, Tori Roloff's love life, aired on Little People Big World, where TV lovers watched them wade through different family dynamics and several allegations against the show. Prior to marrying Tori, Zach appeared on the show alongside his siblings, Molly, Jeremy, and Jacob Roloff, as well as their parents, Matt and Amy Roloff. Fans watched him evolve into a family man who navigated his relationship with Tori through marriage and parenthood for several seasons. Despite Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff's seemingly endearing and stable lifestyle on TLC, the couple decided it was time to quit their family show, Little People Big World, after 25 seasons. Since leaving the show, the couple have explored new ventures away from the TV life they had come to know. This article will look into the Roloffs' lives outside LPBW, their decision to quit, and a brief look into their marriage. Inside Zach and Tori Roloff's lives after leaving Little People Big World. Zach Roloff was the last Roloff child on Little People Big World, as his siblings left years before his exit. His siblings are twin brother Jeremy and younger siblings Jacob and Molly Roloff. The TV star and his wife, Tori Roloff, displayed their martial life from 2010 until early 2024. Zach, the oldest son of Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff, had been on the show since it premiered in 2006. The end of his TLC stint was indicated by a major change in his family life with Tori Roloff. The pair left Oregon for a new location. Zach and Tori's lives away from the Roloff farms saw them relocate to Battleground, Washington, with their 3 children. The couple, who tied the knot in 2015, bought a 3,300 square foot home in 2021. At the time, Tori shared the news of their relocation on social media, writing, "Moving away from Oregon and severing ties with their long-running reality series also meant Zach and Tori Roloff needed a new source of living." However, this did not come off as a challenge to the couple. Long before ending his stint, Zach had other sources of income. The oldest child of Matt and Amy Roloff may have been on his family's TV series for a long time, but that was not the only way he grew his wealth. Besides the TV show, the TLC star worked as a tour guide on Roloff Farm, where customers paid $350 per ticket. Zach Roloff's tour guide job ended after he and his father's disagreements over purchasing the farm. Zach and his wife launched their podcast, Raising Heights, the same month they exited Little People, Big World. Aside from the podcast, Tori owns a photography business. The former kindergarten teacher is also a social media influencer. While Zach Roloff and his family are happy in their new home, his time on the farm and his appearance in his family's series were a major contribution to his wealth. However, it is no surprise that he is doing just fine without the show. During the podcast host time on TLC, he worked as a coach for youth soccer teams in Oregon, and he enjoyed the role. Zach also openly shared his passion for the sport. He revealed in an interview with Lock Laces in 2017. Zach Roloff's love for soccer goes beyond being a coach for youth teams. He competed with the USA team in 2018 in the first Copa American Dwarf World Cup. Zach, who had a complicated relationship with his twin brother Jeremy, helped America win against Great Britain in the World Dwarf Games soccer finals in 2013. The TV star also played for the United States Dwarf Football Association in 2023. It is no secret that Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff's media careers have been a huge part of their relationship. However, parenting has also been an essential part of the couple's life. The former reality TV stars are parents to son Jackson Kyle, daughter Lila Ray, and son Joja Luke, who all have dwarfism. They experienced some parenthood challenges in June 2024, when their daughter Layla was operated on for her tonsils and adenoid removal. The parents shared news of their daughter's surgery on their podcast, where they revealed that their little girl was doing great after the procedure. Tori Roloff explained that she and her husband were concerned about how their daughter would handle the surgery. The relieved mom went on to explain, "Leading up to when the TV stars left Little People, Big World, they updated fans on their reason for calling it quit. Tori started with a tone of finality as she informed fans that they would not return to the show. She added that part of our lives, that chapter has closed." Zach Roloff echoed the same sentiments while explaining. Tori, for her part, explained that it was hard contributing to a project she and her husband no longer believed in. She also revealed that their kids were a bigger part of why they decided to leave the show. Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff met at Roloff Farm in 2010. Tori, who was a worker on the farm when they met, revealed in an interview in 2017 that her relationship with Zach began after a colleague informed her that he thought she was cute. The doting wife reflected on their first date, noting that it lasted for 5 hours, and they have been inseparable since then. Zach Roloff also revealed in the same interview that his wife took him out of his shell. However, while the now married couple were head over heels for each other, their love story was not without challenges and criticism from family. Tori Roloff revealed on their Raising Heights podcast that her family and friends questioned her relationship with Zach Roloff. Their concern was mainly due to the couple's height difference, as Tori is an average-sized lady while Zach has dwarfism. Tori Roloff's father was also not comfortable with the relationship. The Little People Big World alum shared that her father had asked multiple times if she was sure about her decision to date the Oregon native. Tori revealed that her father made it clear Zach Roloff was not the man he pictured for her. However, the older man's view changed when he finally met Zach Roloff. The photographer's friends' perspectives have also changed since meeting Zach. The couple went on to tie the knot in 2015, but this was not without a little pressure. In one of the episodes of Raising Heights, the couple revealed that while Tori Roloff was ready to walk down the aisle, Zach Roloff was content with their dating life. At the time, Tori was 24, and they had been dating for 5 years. During that episode, the then eager girlfriend revealed that she was insecure. Tori Roloff was always worried that her then boyfriend might decide he was no longer interested in the relationship. Fortunately for Tori, Zach Roloff did not want to break up, and he eventually popped the big question. Since the couple tied the knot, they have been enjoying life as a married couple with their family of 5, despite various ups and downs. Zach and Tori Roloff reveal what they miss most about filming TLC show and if they'd return to TV. Zach and Tori Roloff are looking back at their time on Little People Big World after making their official exit last year. I don't know if we necessarily miss the show, because now we're sharing our lives on our terms, which is a gift. Honestly, Tori, 33, said on the Wednesday, February 5, episode of Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Volo's self-titled podcast. We can kind of control the narrative of what is shown, especially with our kids being involved. We can choose what we share with them. Both Tori and Zach, 34, shared that while they don't miss the filming aspect, they do miss the connections they made behind the scenes. Zach starred on the TLC series, which premiered in 2006, alongside parents Matt and Amy and siblings Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob. The show followed the family as they ran a farm together in Oregon. Zach ended up meeting Tori as they worked together on the farm. The pair tied the knot in 2015 and have since welcomed 3 children: Jackson Kyle, 7, Lila Ray, 5, and Joja Luke, 2. In February 2024, Zach and Tori announced they were exiting Little People Big World. While they were happy with the decision to leave, Zach acknowledged he had mixed feelings about whether he could see his family making a return to TV at some point. It's tough too. There's these certain days where I'm like, oh man, maybe we could do it. But then instantly you remember some things that did annoy you at the time, whether valid or not, or you didn't like it. He reflected on Wednesday. You have to remind yourself sometimes, why did we step away? And then there could be days when you wake up and have too much coffee and you're like, we could do this again. One thing Zach does not miss is doing the confessional interviews for the show. I have a hard time when I say something and then have to repeat it, because all of a sudden it brings on a new meaning, he said. When I say, it's actually not a big deal, but now I feel like it is becoming a big deal. Tori echoed similar sentiments and explained that she struggled having to discuss conflict on the show despite resolving the matter prior. Whenever there was a conflict and then 6 months later, you're over the conflict, whatever happened has been resolved, we've moved on, she recalled. 6 months later, you're still talking about this conflict. That was always really frustrating. Tori noted that when conflict with her husband made it on the show, she and Zach had a hard time sharing their issues since they're both private. Little People Big World Zach and Tori Roloff officially say goodbye in season 25 finale. We are not public arguers even by nature. If we have a conflict in public or while with friends, we do a look and we'll talk about it later. It's never in the presence of other people, she explained. It's always handled very privately. When it turned to like, you guys gotta argue about this, Zach and I are not actors. We looked at each other and it was like, this is awkward.